Let's talk about Chennai Super Kings playing at Pune and taking on the Delhi Daredevils on opening salvo. You've got one captain who's played, who's captained in 150 Vivo IPL games, and he's taking on a greenhorn, someone who's got one match experience as a captain. We're talking about Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Shreyas Iyer. Well, they are at the opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to experience in captaincy, and also the way their campaigns have panned out thus far. Chennai Super Kings has been the team to beat. Yes, they were defeated in the last game, but then they are still looking as good as gold. On the other hand, Delhi Daredevils changed their captain. Gautam Gambhir relinquished his captaincy, and therefore Shreyas Iyer, the new guy, is at the top, who impressed one and sundry with his batting. Obviously, captaincy had no negative effect on his batting abilities. He would expect the same to go on, but then Chennai Super Kings, that's a juggernaut. They may have lost the last game, but they'll be very tough to stop. I'm going with young Prithvi Shaw, 19-year-old sensation. He's already had 5 first-class stunts. He led India to World Cup glory in the under-19 segment, and the way he batted against Kolkata Knight Riders, well, it was a delight to watch. Pace does not bother him. He is someone who plays a lot of strokes through the offside, so that's where your wagon wheel or his wagon wheel will look like. But he looked competent. He looked as someone who would not just have the skills, but also has wonderful temperament to excel at the big stage. This young lad is of course meant for bigger things. The future of Indian cricket, well, it's pretty safe. I'm going with Harbhajan Singh this time around. Harbhajan's season thus far has been it's a very middling season. He hasn't even played all the games, but now that he's playing, he's bowling, he's economical, maybe not as much amongst the wickets as you would expect him to be because of the stature that he brings along, but then in this game he'll be up against some quality Indian young batting troupe in the middle order. You've got Shreyas Iyer, you've got Rishabh Pant, you've got Prithvi Shaw at the top, and then there'll be Glenn Maxwell in the lower middle order as well. So it'll be a good tussle to watch, and since there's no Deepak Chahar, I'm expecting him to bowl a couple in the power play overs also. So bowler to watch out for this game is Harbhajan Singh. Let me go with someone who has the ability to change the game on its head. Glenn Maxwell is my pick, and he's been there for a while, but it does not look like all is well with Glenn Maxwell at this point in time. He hasn't really contributed enough. He took a wicket in the previous game, in fact dismissed a dangerous Chris Lynn, but with the bat he's still flattering to deceive, and when you pick somebody of his caliber, you expect them to fire once in a while, and you want that frequency to become more often, but that's not been the case. If they were to, and I'm making no bones about it, if they were to beat the Chennai Super Kings, Glenn Maxwell must have a great day. Delhi Daredevils bowlers, the likes of Avesh Khan, Plunkett, you've got Trent Bolt, so 3 decent quicks bowling to the Chennai Super Kings batting lineup. Not just the openers, of course they'll be bowling to the openers to begin with, but then post that you'll have a Sam Billings. Suresh Raina is now looking good. Dhoni looks unstoppable. So right at the start, the 2 openers, I'll be very intrigued to see how the Delhi Daredevils bowlers operate, and towards the end they'll have to contain with an irresistible force called Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Will they come good? Well, that's the battle. Well, I'm going with a popular choice this time. Chennai Super Kings, I think, even though they lost the last game, they're still good enough to bounce back, and bounce back strongly. They will be missing Deepak Chahar, but they find ways to compensate. And also Ravindra Jadeja, who's bowled only 10 overs in the first 7 games, I'm expecting him to do a little more. In total, you've got Mahendra Singh Dhoni as a captain, wealth of experience. You look at Delhi Daredevils, there is youth, there is some exuberance, there is some excitement about that lineup. But against Chennai Super Kings in Pune, I'm going with Chennai.